we'll start in a couple minutes. Hang loose. I'm running a couple minutes behind. QP. Good evening, and welcome to the Crooked River Radio's Crooked River Amateur Radio Club's Monday night. Tell where I'm at. Let's start this again. Calling all amateur radio operators. Welcome to the Crooked River Amateur Radio Club's Tuesday night VHF net. My name is Pat. My call sign is November 8, Oscar, Quebec, Papa. However, for the purposes of this net, we'll be using the club call of Whiskey 8, Charlie, Romeo, Charlie. This is an open and directed net. All amateur radio operators are invited and encouraged to check in. You don't have to be a club member. As long as you've got a radio and can key it up, you're good to come in here. All traffic will pass through net control, and since emergency traffic may break in at any time, please try to leave a little bit of a pause between transmissions so that any of that type of stuff can get in here. The purpose of this net is to bring together all amateur radio operators for the exchanging of amateur-related ideas and information to keep club members and the amateur radio public up to date with club meetings and happenings, and to enhance the net operating practices. Sounds like I need a little bit of practice. This net meets every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. local time. We will start with announcements and then ask for check-ins from any managers or members or the general public that has announcements that they'd like to get in front of the net. Once that's complete, I'll take regular check-ins, at which time I ask that you please give me your call sign repeated phonetically and followed by your name. When all check-ins are complete, I will close the net after repeating the announcements. And the announcements, I don't have very many tonight. We do have a club meeting coming tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. at the Oak Hill Presbyterian Church on Ardwood. I think it's 2406 Ardwood Avenue in Akron, Ohio, 44312. We will be having a online or a hands-on presentation, believe it or not. We're going to assemble a 4-element Yagi tape measure beam. Should be a lot of fun. We've got kits for it and everything. If you'd like to attend just to see what's going on, please feel free to do so. If you need any further information, you can go to CRC There's crarcham.org. Things are on the calendar there, or you can check out our Facebook page. Let me break for some time here. As far as other announcements, we do have field day coming up. There's going to be some planning here pretty soon. I'm trying to get past the Dayton weekend, which is this weekend. I'm probably going to try to get something field day planned by the 1st of June, so we'll see what happens there. We are having a field day, and it will be at the place that we had the winter field day. It was very nice, accommodating, and everything like that. Further information for that will be upcoming. Now, let me ask, is there any managers, club members, general public that has any announcements for our net? If so, please call now. W8BSA. Mr. BSA, go ahead, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Just to correct Pat a little bit, it's not on Ardwood, it's on Ardwell. Not sure where Ardwood Street is, or road, whatever it is, but make sure you go to Ardwell. It's off of Canton Road. Yeah, it's off of Canton Road, kind of in the corner of East Market Street and Canton Road. And like you said, this is Hamvention weekend. I'm going.
Yeah, well, you're one of the lucky ones.
W8CRC.
You have an announcement, Ted? Go ahead.
Like me, if you're going to Dayton, you better take a raincoat.
Yeah, because it always rains in Dayton. Anyway, let me get back here. Is that all the announcements you had, Keith?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow's meeting. Isn't it a 3-element beam? Looking forward to getting that built and hopefully putting it to use doing some fox hunting.
Well, that's one of the reasons we're putting it together. Yes, it is. It is a 3-element. Yeah, that's right. But anyway, we'll figure it out. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on here. If you don't have anything else, Keith. PRK, I'll pick you up on the other side. Is just hang in there for a couple minutes. I do have. We'll list you as the first check-in here pretty quick. Let's take some general check-ins now. If you'd like to check into our net, please call W8CRC now.
KA8GKG. John in Akron.
KA8GKG. Good evening, John. Hang on a second. Let's see if there's anybody quick out there and see if we can get to 5 here. If not, we'll come back to you here pretty quick. Anybody else want to check in? Please call. Okay, well, I guess we can double back up to Mr. PRK. Good evening, Ted. What's going on?
Good evening there, Pat, and everybody else. Yeah, I just got a text from Mike, and I guess the forecast looks like a 60% chance of rain down there Saturday. That's when I'm going. Thursday looks like the only decent day if you're going to go Thursday. Of course, it's Dayton. Dayton and rain go together, don't they? I don't remember a time. I rarely remember a time when the weather was absolutely perfect. I don't understand it. You know, maybe they had to put the Dayton Hamvention in a drought-stricken part of the world and relieve them of the drought there, because that's about the only thing that works 100% of the time. Other than that, not much going on. I'm just prepping for the weekend, I guess. I don't want to get halfway down there and realize I forgot something. So I'm just trying to put things together here and make sure, you know, whatever. I'll probably be indoors down there more than outdoors, apparently. So I'm just trying to make sure everything goes good and I get what I'm looking for, and not plan on buying any new toys, but I think my main purchase are going to be batteries for the radios I do have. So with that, I'll just turn it back to you there, Pat. KBAPRK.
Okay, Ted, are you going tomorrow night?
No, I got to do some work around here that has to get done, and it's probably going to take me, I don't know how the rain situation's going to be, but I got to get some stuff around here done, so it's going to take several hours, and I don't know with the forecast tomorrow how that's going to treat me, but if we get some dry spots, I'll be out there doing what I got to do.
Okay, if you change your mind, let me know by about 4. Otherwise, I can probably schedule you in to pick you up, so that wouldn't be an issue. But anyway, have fun in Dayton if I don't see you.
Might have improved my 220 situation, too. I moved the antenna about 3 feet, and I'm getting an S9 instead of an S7 on the receive.
Well, that's got to be an improvement. Let me go ahead and move things on here. We got John and John waiting here. KGKG, good evening, sir. What's up?
Yeah, good evening, Pat. Hello, Ted. Well, I had off today, so it was a nice day. I got not much done, but we just got home from dinner. We went and had Mexican down at the local Mexican restaurant. And I told my wife I got to be home by 7 because I got to check in on the net. I have a tendency to fall asleep or go do something else and forget. Anyway, so I made it tonight. I'm got news today that Thursday I begin my new job assignment. So it's going to be some difference on the work front. On Thursday, I'll be driving over the road. And it sounds like we're going to have a lot to keep us busy. I was down there talking to my boss earlier this afternoon. So it's all good. I'm looking forward to it. But not much else here. I'm not going to Dayton. But to those who are, you're lucky. And good luck, and hope you find what you're looking for. Or more stuff that you don't need but just have to have. I know what that's like. I'll toss it back to net control, and you can take it away, Pat. And maybe I'll talk to you later tonight. KA8GKG, back to net control.
Okay, John, thanks for coming in and popping in tonight. We always appreciate the check-ins. I just am not physically in the position to go to Dayton, so that's why I decided I'm not going this year. I'd love to, but it'd be too much of an issue. We have had a battery of tests today, or over this last couple of days, and I got another battery coming tomorrow. Nothing happening. It's just checkups for stuff that I've had in the past. And it seems like it's going to turn out okay. So keep your fingers crossed, praise, whatever. Anyway, we're down at the bottom of the list here, so let's go ahead and take some more check-ins. If you'd like to check into our net, please call W8CRC.
W8CRC from Whiskey Delta 8, Bravo, Quebec, Sierra. Steve, Connor Falls.
W8CRC. Good evening, Steve. Those pictures were pretty cool.
Yeah, Pat, wished you would have been there. You would have, I was proud of her. She did a really good job on the slideshow for the presentation that she did for the communications thing for the Girl Scouts. And I thought that was a really good job for her. Spent a lot of time on making up those slides for the slideshow that she put on. And it was pretty interesting the way she was able to keep the kids, the Girl Scouts, busy with the little things she was doing. They made a stringed telephone, with the tin cans and the cups with the string between there, and demonstrated that and had the kids taking part in that. It was really interesting.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that brought back a bunch of childhood memories to me. And there was two pictures that actually kind of got me at the heart. The first one was that cup thing, the string cup. The other thing was that seeing a little one at the CW straight key. That was just too cool.
Yeah, the kids did a really good job. They were really attentive too, I was amazed. You wouldn't think they would have been that way, but they were really interested and had a lot of good answers for the questions that were imposed upon them. And I thought that was really good too. As a matter of fact, I think it amazed some of the teachers that were there listening to the presentation. So yeah, she did a really great job. I'm really proud of her.
I'll tell her I said good job too. It's great of her to be doing that for you. Number one, involving young people in the Scouts, and number two, just getting the ham radio thing out in public. That's pretty cool idea, and it's great to be associated with that. Anyway, is that all you got for tonight, or what?
Yep, that's it, Pat. I did order an attenuator for the beam that we're going to be making. I saw one on there. It's a kit form, though, so it's going to have to put it together, but it doesn't look too bad at all. PC board and some resistors and a couple of diodes and BNC fittings, so it doesn't look too shabby, and hopefully I'll get that together before we have our first fox hunt. So, yeah, looking forward to that. W8BQF, back to net control, Pat.
Hey, Steve, thanks for checking in with us. And, I'd kind of like to build one of those attenuators if they aren't too expensive, but we'll talk about that later down the road. I would imagine they're probably dirt cheap by now. Anyway, let's go ahead and move things on. If you'd like to check in with our net, please call W8CRC. PSA, recheck, check. Recheck, check. Go ahead.
Now, this is directed towards Steve, if he's still listening. I hope you had her extend the invitation to come out and visit Field Day. Yes, did, Keith. W8BQS back returning. Yeah, I did that through the teachers, so we'll have to see who shows up. That'll be interesting. Awesome. Good. Glad to hear it. And make sure you save that slideshow. It might come in handy for another presentation of that caliber age of kids.
You say Google Drive?
Google Drive.
That's where it's going to be. If I have my way with it.
Oh, I love it when you talk dirty like that.
Well, you guys go ahead and finish. We'll hang here.
Yeah, no problem. I've got to get Mary Kate to put it on a little, one of those memory sticks, and I'll give it over to Pat and see what they can do for it, and keep it in circulation. I guess would be a good thing. W8BQF back to net control. All right, that was my 2 cents back to W8CRC, KABSA.
Well, it's funny, one of the first things I said to Steve when he was telling me about it is, you did invite them to field day, didn't you? Like minds think alike, Keith. Anyway, let's move things on here. If you'd like to check into our net, please call W8CRC.
November 8 Alpha Charlie Papa.
November 8 Alpha Charlie Papa. Well, I know that call sign. Good evening.
Good evening there, Pat. Name here is Chris on top of Cadillac Hill. Let's see. All I've got here tonight is the high bands have reopened. 20 meters is back open to Europe and all over the place. 15 meters really never closed down during the solar event, and worked a couple of stations on 10 meters the other day. So the bands are back, and of course no more Aurora Borealis, but that was really neat to see it on Friday night. Hoping to see it on Sunday, but the A numbers were way too low. The 2024 CQ WPX sideband scores, the final scores came out, I think it was on Saturday, and I took 86 in the world, low power, all bands in the wires category. Didn't break the 250,000 mark, partially because of a 1.9% error rate, but I did end up with a final score of 246, 840 something, I can't remember what it is, so we'll do better next year, and the high bands are open again. And the battle on Cadillac Hill here continues, and the current score is myself, N8ACP 3, and the groundhog is 0. There's an infestation up here. We just caught another one today. Whiskey 8 Charlie Romeo Charlie from November 8 Alpha Charlie Papa, over.
All I can say is great job, Chris. Congratulations on the accomplishment. That was a good job. Glad to hear it. Have you, by any chance, checked to see if WWV came back on 30?
No, I have not, but it should be open. I mean, 40, 20, 15, 17, 10, they're all open. So, but I haven't specifically checked Whiskey Vector.
Check.
A recheck, go ahead.
I heard an announcement on WWV yesterday. I guess their WWVB, the 60 kilohertz transmitter that all your clocks are synchronized to, that have those atomic clocks. They're down to 30 kilowatts. They said normally they run 70 kilowatts. But they've got an antenna problem that they're working on, and for the time being, it's going to be a lower powered 30 kilowatts.
I just switched over to 10 here as we were speaking, and it's only, I think I'm getting about a 3.5, 4 out of it, and it usually is a 10 over 9. Couple of megawatts makes a difference.
It only pertains to WWVB, the 60 kilohertz transmitter.
Okay, I must have something not switched then. But I'm on 10 megahertz. So, anyway, I'll look at it later. I don't have time to play with it. Anyway, where were we? Chris, as I said, good job. Is there anything else you had for tonight?
That was it, Pat. Thanks for the net. Thanks for running it, and good evening to all. 73 Whiskey 8 Charlie Romeo Charlie. Nice to hear the new call sign from November 8 Alpha Charlie Papa 73.
Thanks for coming and checking us out, man. Appreciate it. And you're welcome back. You're welcome to check our club out anytime you'd like to. If you need anything extra, just let me know, and I can probably inform you about it. I'll probably get it wrong, but I'll inform you about it, and then I'll just have to send you to Keith. Anyway, let's go ahead and move things on here. Ted, you didn't have anything else, did you?
Negative.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take another check-in or 2 or 3 or whatever's out here. If you'd like to check in with our net, please call W8CRC.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Alpha Victor Delta. This is Tony down in the Merriman Valley.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, I didn't catch the suffix. Try that again.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Alpha Victor Delta.
AVD, okay, we got you in the log here. And that was Tony in the valley. Yeah, I remember you. Good evening, sir. What's up?
Oh, nothing much. It just came across via this net, doing a scan of 2 meter and 70 centimeter, and decided to check in.
Glad to have you. Glad to have you. We usually meet here every Tuesday night at 7. So if you get a chance and want to check us out, come on down. We also have some meetings and that, but I think you and I have talked about that before.
Yes, we have, and I appreciate the warm welcome, and 73 is all, and I'll turn it back over to net control.
Okay, Tony, have a good afternoon, sir. Good evening. And we will definitely catch you down at Pike. Maybe even a field day or something if you get a chance to stop out there. We'll have more info on that shortly. Anybody else want to check in? Please call W8CRC. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and reread the announcements. We have a meeting coming up tomorrow night. I will not be doing it on Zoom. I just have too much to carry. So we will be doing it live and in person at the Oak Hill Presbyterian Church on Ardwell, not Ardwell, Ard something or other. I screwed that up again. I can't believe that. Ardwell, yeah, that's it. See here, let me give you the correct address. So Oak Hill Presbyterian Church, 2406 Ardwell, Ardwell Avenue in Akron, 44312. If you get a chance, want to check out a club, come on up. We will be there starting at 7:30 tomorrow evening. If you want to come in for the assembly presentation, we're going to be doing a 3-element Yagi. If you'd like to take one away with you, it'll cost you about $25, and we'll need the money that night. Other than that, we've got field day coming up. There's going to be some announcements about that coming, because we really have to get moving on this if we're going to do it at all. I think that's about all the announcements, so let's take one more round if there is any of check-ins. If you'd like to check in with us, please call W8CRC.
In Cuyahoga Falls.
You were a little light on the microphone or the audio. Can you give me the call sign again?
KE8NMY. That's Kilo Echo 8 November Mike Yankee.
Name there in Cuyahoga Falls?
Name is Zach. Z-A-C-H.
Okay, Zach. Welcome. Welcome to our net. We are happy to have you. Anything for us tonight?
I'm mobile, just coming from watching my cousin's high school baseball playoff game.
That sounds like fun. Well, glad you found us, and thanks for checking in with us. I take it you're from the Falls, huh?
No, I'm from about 30 minutes away from here in Twinsburg. Just came down here to watch my cousin play.
That's cool. Glad you were able to make it in. I guess there's nothing else for the net tonight. Thanks for the check-in, and I'm going to go ahead and move on if you don't mind.
All right, thank you. 73 KE8NMY listening.
Thanks for the check-in, Zach. Have a good evening. Anybody else would like to check into our net, please call now. I think that was a double. I caught a KE8 call. If you want to go ahead with that first, then we'll take the other one afterwards. Try it again. There was still a ton of noise there. Anybody else have any idea what that was?
Did sound like a double, but I don't think it was.
I'm going to try it again there. I'm going to switch over to the input of the repeater. Try it again. Let me see if I can hear you there. Okay, I got KE8LRK, which is George, RGE, and I caught a Maslin call. The Maslin call, try it again. I caught somebody there in Maslin. At least I heard him on the input. If you want to try again, go ahead. Okay, hearing nothing, I'm going to go ahead and we'll go to George. Evening, George. What's going on?
Good evening, Pat. All good here. I just a quick check-in and out. I was late getting on the air tonight. My apologies. Wanted to make sure I got.
Join us. That other call, you want to try it again? If not, anybody else want to check in? Let's wait for the other call first. Okay, let's. If anybody else want to check in, please call W8CRC now. Recheck. Recheck. Go ahead.
Okay, BSA, perhaps that other station doesn't have a 110.9 PL. That's why he's not getting in unless someone's transmitting.
I would have probably heard him, because he was intermixing with Georgia. That's what all the noise was. When I went to Simplex, I heard it, but I haven't heard it anymore. So, we'll just take it at that.
Well, I was kind of thinking when you asked for a call on his own, he didn't have someone with the 110.9 so he could get in. That's maybe he was riding in on it, George.
Well, that's possible too. If the Maslin call, if you want to try putting a 110.9 PL on your radio, that's what this repeater requires that. Anyway, we'll take one more round here. If there's not any, then I'm going to go ahead and close the net up. If you'd like to check in, please call W8CRC.
November 8 Uniform Kilo Mike, Chris. I have no traffic for the net.
N8UKM. Good evening, Chris. No traffic? Okay, we got that.
Hello to the dog.
My apologies there. I had a lot of background going on. Anybody else want to check into our net, please call. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap this up for tonight. I will,
We're traveling through Stowe right now, northbound, in and out.
double with whoever that was going through Stowe. Give me your call sign again, please. Station that was going through Stowe, please give me your call sign again.
Oh, copy. I'm sorry. I thought you were waiting for the other person. That's Kilo Echo 8, November Mike Zulu, KE8NMZ. The name is Mark, mobile, and I'll be in and out.
Okay, Mark, good to have you checking in with us. Thanks for doing that. Okay. And welcome to our net. We're usually here every Tuesday night from about 7 to 7:30ish. So if you get a chance to happen back, come on by. Okay, he was in and out. Chris was in and out. Let's go ahead and see if there's anybody left, and then we'll go ahead and close her up for tonight. Anybody out there want to check in? Last call? Absolutely. Last call for check-ins for the Tuesday night Crooked River Amateur Radio Club's Tuesday night, Monday night net on Tuesday night. That works. Tuesday night net. Please call W8CRC. Okay, hearing nothing. In preparing to close this net, I would like to thank everybody that took the time to join us and check in tonight. Without your participation, there would be no net. This has been November 8, Oscar, Quebec, Papa. My name is Pat, and it's been my pleasure to have her to host this evening's net. At this time, I will go ahead and close the net with, looks like about 10 or 12, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people, including myself. I appreciate all those check-ins. It's one of our better ones. And you all enjoy yourself in Dayton this weekend if you're going. If not, catch you next Tuesday or at tomorrow night's meeting. Let me get back on track here. It's been my pleasure to host this evening's net. At this time, I will close the net with looks like 11 check-ins and return the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use. This is Whiskey 8, Charlie Romeo Charlie, closing the net at about 7:42. Have a good weekend, 73 and 80QP.
a reminder. What's going on with you? Well, you know me. I'm kind of multitasking.